So I thought I'd do a little update video on just where things are at. I've been back from Scotland for 2 months now, and I was out there for a month in total. And the bike pretty much went into the cellar as soon as I came back, so I took that out and finally gave it a clean. It was definitely overdue one. I hadn't cleaned it properly at all. I did all of Italy and then all of Scotland, which was 8,000 kilometers plus, and it was just full of gunk, so it definitely needed it. So I also got some film developed, so from the old Yashica Minister 2, excellent sounds coming from this thing. And then also from the Olympus camera here, the OM2N, and yeah, they turned out pretty well, honestly. The Olympus was definitely much more sharp. It was, yeah, the pictures were just very clear. The Yashica, a bit more blurry, and I paid less attention when taking them, so that was a bit of my fault as well. But I love the old kind of aesthetic of the old cameras, and then also an old camcorder that my dad dug out. So we had this back in Thailand when we were kids, and it's got our home videos on from 2007 onwards. So there's some classics on here which I definitely won't be showing. I'll show a few. But yeah, I just love the aesthetic of this thing. It's just very cool. Open up the lens flap there. You can see it's got a bit of problems there, but it does have the display working. And I'll be taking some videos on this down the line as well, just because the audio you get from it and just the color grading and everything just looks so good. It's just like that old-fashioned back in time kind of feel. So yeah, looking forward to making some videos on this. So in terms of what I've been working on as well, so the Italy photobook, big project of mine. It's progressing slowly. I'm doing it in Adobe Lightroom Classic, which is a pretty good software for it. And I've stopped recently because I contacted a publisher and now it just kind of changed the workflow entirely. I would just focus more on the photos and then the story, you know, the writing, and then I think they would sort out most of the other stuff. The main reason for getting a publisher is basically for pricing. You know, I'm gonna do this project regardless because I just want to put it together. It's kind of like a staple, like a milestone for me. But it would be good to be able to sell it, you know, have it feasible to be bought by other people as well, because if I don't get a publisher, you know, a 300-page, 350-page photo book generally is like £90, £100, and no one is going to buy that. Like, I probably won't even buy that. So if I can get a publisher on board and we can get a feasible price for that, you know, around 30, there is the chance for it to sell, which would be a big bonus. I'm also working on the Scotland film, so a short film. I'm aiming around 40 minutes of the adventure I did in Scotland. I was up there for 1 month. And I put the Italy one in the back burner just because it's such a big project and there's a lot to do there. And I had a bit more of an intent when I filmed the Scotland one. And it makes it a lot easier when you're editing for sure. And that should be out in the next couple of weeks, I think. I've also, so when I started the cycling adventures, the one in Italy, I started uploading short form content on, you know, like Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. It's kind of been progressing very slowly, you know, like some of these channels where they document their adventures like that, they blow up like very easily with very low effort content. Mine didn't do that, and it's kind of progressed pretty well on like Instagram. I'd say I'm over like 1,000 followers on there. It's definitely the better platform for me personally. You know, they're all kind of different in their own ways. But I've hit a bit of a block recently of just creating content, to be honest, because, you know, the cycle adventures, there was a lot of structure there. It was basically just make a video on my day cycling. But when I come back, you know, back home, it's just a bit more like, oh, what do I make content on now? And like I said, I want to focus more on creating fitness-based content, you know, because that is my one of my main focuses at the moment. You know, just kind of like getting back into the sports I used to do, getting to a pretty good base of fitness, and it's just kind of figuring out how to make the videos around that. Yeah, I mean, making content is pretty tough, to be honest, when you have so many ideas and you pretty much need to pick one and just pursue that until you make a product that you like, which is it's difficult for me. I mean, the solution's pretty clear cut, which is frustrating at times, but it's never always as easy as it seems. But yeah, the fitness stuff is going well. I've been on 13 runs since I got back from Scotland, gotten back into skipping, you know, jump rope, and in the gym as well. Stuff I still need to do, I still need to go swimming, get back into that, take the bike out for a spin, do some Muay Thai, do some climbing, you know, bouldering. Yeah, there's just a lot I want to do, and fortunately I'm not injured, and hopefully I'll stay that way. And then plans for the future, like I said, I hinted at this earlier, is going back to Thailand, a place where I grew up. So I grew up in Bangkok when I was younger. I was there for 9 years, and I haven't been back since. So I haven't been back in like 14, 15 years. So it would be good to kind of revisit that nostalgia, see the old school, hopefully see some friends and catch up, and then also just kind of make a holiday of it, you know, go to some of the beaches in the south, just explore kind of more of Southeast Asia and that part of the world. So yeah, there is some kind of plan still, you know, even though I finished the challenges, it's kind of crazy, to be honest, because with a challenge, like the 2 challenges I set, Cycle Italy and Scotland, I thought that they seemed almost insurmountable in a way, you know, like they would take a very long time. And now that they're done, it's just like, oh wow, it's like, what do I do now? Because it kind of gives you a bit of purpose and things, and you know, once that finishes, you just need to look for something else, which is what I spent a lot of time doing before that. It's a lot more freeing now, you know, being in this position where, you know, I'm not going to the job every day, I still haven't got back into work, and you can kind of just step back and be like, I can do anything. So it's like, what do I do? And that's the problem, you just need to pick something. I had that problem again, like last year when I was trying to figure out what to do, and I chose Italy and Scotland. So yeah, it's definitely some first world problems here. These are the problems I want to have, to be honest, so better enjoy it while it lasts. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Ciao!